Alright, so I wanted to do this video basically detailing my thoughts on the new Mario Kart World. I don't know why it's taking me so long to do this video. So I wanted to make this video a bit more structured, so I have both my positive and negative thoughts on the game on the Notes app on my phone here. So, you want to start off positive. That's objectively better than starting off negative, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with the pros, or the things that I think are good about the game, basically. So the first thing we have listed in pros here is new mechanics, and yeah, it's cool. The new mechanics that they add to this game, even if they do copy some of them from Forza, I don't really care. It makes this game really stand out and unique compared to other Mario Kart games, like rail grinding, or being able to drive on walls, or being able to, drive on water. And I think it definitely makes up for the emptiness or lack of engaging course design that I'll touch on later in the cons section. And I can't wait to see how they, intersect these new mechanics into each one of these courses, because if they do it intelligently, then it will definitely make for some of the most engaging and intuitive course design in all of Mario Kart. I think it's going to be really cool if they somehow manage to incorporate these new mechanics into the courses in a unique, interesting, and just overall engaging way. I don't know, I think it'll make the courses a lot more interesting than if they didn't add those to the game. Next up, the roster. Yeah, the roster is insane. I believe it is easily the biggest out of any Mario Kart game. You're able to drive as the cow from Moo Moo Meadows, which they have really kind of milked recently.
Get it? Milked? Because it's a cow?
Just so many different one-off characters. Yeah, maybe you're not able to drive as Gino or Vivian, but you know what? At least you can drive as a Goomba. I think that easily makes up for the lack of Gino or Mallow in this game. So yeah, the new roster, how many characters they've added to this game is just absolutely insane. And it's both really weird and really fun at the same time. New items. Yeah, I really like the new items they've added. The Ice Flower, the Mega Mushroom. I guess the Mega Mushroom isn't really a new item. I guess I'm really only talking about items that weren't in Mario Kart 8 and are now in this game. But the Ice Flower, the Mega Mushroom, the Hammer, Kamek, all of those seem like really fun items and seem like they do have a use. They don't really seem like they just threw them in there for no reason. It feels like they took their time deciding which new items to add this game, and I think all the new items that they did add is pretty cool. I'm surprised Ice Flower hasn't been added to a mainline Mario Kart game yet, besides Tor, because I think an Ice Flower in Mario Kart just seems really obvious, but now they finally added it, so that's pretty cool. I think it was one of my most wanted items in Mario Kart 2, and they added it. Very nice indeed. The world concept in free roam. Yeah, I like what they're doing with the world concept. I like how all the tracks and courses are kind of connected in some way in a giant world. They're really playing heavily into the world aspect of Mario Kart World, and I think that's definitely to their benefit because it's not called Mario Kart World for no reason, right? I think the way they're mixing together traditional Mario Kart concepts Grand Prix and some of their new concepts that have to do with the world aspect of Mario Kart World, like free roam. They're doing it really intelligently. It's just very unique what they're doing with the world part of this game. I haven't played the game yet, but if they do manage to make that as cool of a concept as it sounds, then yeah, I'll give my kudos to Nintendo. The costumes, I love it. They were in Tour. There's a lot of things in this game that kind of remind me of Mario Kart Tour. I don't like the fact that all of the costumes are separate characters on the character selection screen. They should have just made them a sub-menu for each character, like Mario, you click on him and then you get to choose whatever costume you want for him. But besides that, I love everything about the costumes. I don't think I've seen a single bad costume for any of the characters in this game yet. They all look incredible, and I don't know if they're adding costumes to every single character in this game. Probably not. That would be insane if they did that, but all the costumes that I've seen so far for the main ones like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, especially Bowser. Bowser has some awesome costumes. I just love every single costume. None of them seem like lazy recolors like some Smash Bros. Alt. They're all very detailed. Some of them contain cool niche references. Not really niche references, but cool references nonetheless. I don't think they've shown every single costume, so when I get my hands on the game, then maybe there will be some bad costumes. I'll be like, I was wrong in that one video. But so far, all of the costumes look really cool. They all look really detailed, very unique. Love them. Character designs. Oh yeah, they've changed the character designs for I want to say a good portion of the characters. Mario has more Wonder and classic Mario-esque details about him. He looks more comparable to Mario Wonder Mario. Bowser kind of has a wider, more goofy jaw and stuff. Like his face kind of looks more goofy and cartoonish, I guess. I don't think the change of design for any of the characters is bad. It all looks really cool, and in my opinion it is a improvement. Like, it actually looks like the characters have souls now, unlike Mario Kart 8 where it was just like that stagnant like early 2010s Mario aesthetic. Like, this time each of the characters have like their own personal charm to them. It just looks really cool. I love the character designs, especially Mario. I don't know, Mario's like classic N64 era designs just all look very charming in my opinion, and they're kind of tapping back into that for this game, which, yeah, is very, very cool. Okay, now we get into the cons. I know, it's very bad, the cons, I'm so sorry. The emptiness of some tracks, I touched on this earlier. Mainly some of the earlier tracks, like some of the tracks in the Mushroom Cup, I think don't look very engaging. Like, I think for a lot of the courses, they should have added a couple new, like, obstacles, more enemies, like, more stuff to get around, more turns and stuff. I don't think there's enough of that in some of these courses. Again, I do think that the mechanics will definitely make up for this, but I wish they would have added some more obstacles to the courses. I guess the main excuse for this is that it's a 24-player game, so they have to fit 24 players in each one of these courses, but they didn't have to make it 24 players. I feel like the 24-player thing is kind of hurting the engagement of some of these courses. Like, some of them look very empty, which, you know, I hope not every course is like this. I don't think they are. I think it's only for like some of the courses, but some of the courses just look kind of empty. There's not a lot going on besides just driving, and I hope this isn't for every course. Maybe the people who have played this for some of the footage are just kind of bad at Mario Kart, or they're not on a fast enough CC, but I don't know. I just hope not every course is like that. But I do think that the mechanics that they've added will make up for the kind of hollowness of some of these courses. And I just hope that not every course is like that. Driving to other courses. This might be like my least favorite thing about the cons besides the next thing I'm going to touch on after this. Driving to other courses sounds so lame, and the fact that you're driving on a straight line for like the majority of it, like there's not a lot going on besides just like a highway simulator. It's just like, I hope there's a way to turn this off for Grand Prix in particular, because if you can't, that's going to be really disappointing because it just looks so lame, the fact that you just like drive on a straight line to other courses. Like, I don't know. I hope that you can turn that off in the Grand Prix because that is such a stupid concept. It does not look fun at all. Alright, the price. Yes, the price. I have it in all caps. Look at that. Price. Yeah, the price is stupid. $80 for a video game, no matter what game, I think is outrageous. It is technically $50 if you get the bundle, but the bundle is only going to be available until like fall of this year. After that, you might just have to bite the bullet and pay $80 for Mario Kart. Like, I think we're all kind of expecting $70 to be the baseline price for Switch 2 games, which sucks, but a lot of people were expecting that because Tears of the Kingdom was $70. But like, $80 for Mario Kart is insane. I think $80 for any video game is outrageous, but for Mario Kart, come on now, what are we doing here? But this game has already like sold out everywhere, so I don't think that price is going to change anytime soon, since the demand for this game is so high. It's going to sell like hotcakes. I mean, of course it is, it's Mario Kart, but you know. Alright, lack of new versus modes. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that they didn't really show any new versus modes for this game, when there is so many different versus modes you can think of for this 24-player mechanic. Like, I feel like the 24-player mechanic was made for new versus modes to be created, but there's no new ones. Like, I think they showed Balloon Battle and stuff like that, but no new versus modes. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing that there's like practically no versus modes to take advantage of the 24-player concept of this game. But it's not like the most terrible thing in the world. I just wish that it was there. Lack of quantity of courses / cups. Yeah, I know Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus the Booster Course Pass kind of spoiled us, because how many tracks or how many courses was in the Booster Course Pass and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe combined? It was like, what, 80 to 100? That's insane. I know this game only has about like 30 to 32 tracks, I think, which is kind of average for most other Mario Kart games. Like, I think most other Mario Kart games also have courses within that same quantity, kind of. But I feel like if you're making this game $80, you should at least include like 50 to 60 courses in this game. I know it sounds a lot, but like, I feel like that should be the base amount of courses in this game if you're gonna make it $80. This is a world, right? I feel like a world can fit more than 30 or so courses in it. But you know what? That's just me. I wish there were more courses. I get that it's similar to how many courses most other Mario Kart games have had at launch, but like, I feel like there should be more courses than the base amount, since the price for this game is kind of ludicrous. Yeah, so that's basically all of my thoughts on the game. Well, all of my general thoughts. Of course, there's some nitpicks that I would have added to this video, but that would have made this video way too long, so those are all just like the general thoughts I have on this game. But if you're wondering my overall thought on the game, well, I already pre-ordered it, so that should tell you enough, but I think this game looks really fun despite all the criticisms I have for it. It's Mario Kart, right? You're gonna have a fun time with it regardless if some of the courses look hollow or there's not enough new versus modes or whatever. So those are my thoughts on it. I think this game is going to be great regardless of my potential criticisms I have for it. And yeah, so thanks for watching everyone, and bye-bye.